Damn, Q. Maybe you did that.
Wake your ass up. It's the Wake and Bake Show, live on eblockradio.com.
You ain't never been on E-Block, bitch. You too excited.
All my niggas made it out the trap. Ain't no going back, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Told my mom we rich forever. Yeah. Made it out the slums, now it's better. Shit, we good. Your son got a little cheddar. Motivate the fellas. Motivate the kids in the ghetto. Way to 50 point.
Check one, check two, check one, check two. Got some good audio today. Good. IG Live checking in. What up, though? Twitter, all that good shit, though. Don't forget, if you're on IG Live, go ahead and hit that eblockradio.com. You want to see the full studio view. Single Until Married podcast. What up, though? That's about what it is, right? Single until you married. Does that sound about right?
No more blank than that.
Thanks for checking in, y'all. I still got that other charger too. It's right there. You left it over.
That one reach.
Huh?
I know that one reach. I don't know if this one reach. I'm gonna probably leave this one here though.
Well, that's what I figured you was gonna do.
Hopefully Monk don't steal this motherfucker.
Don't forget, again, if you're checking in on IG Live, you can go to www.eblockradio.com and check the full view. Wherever you're watching right now, make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe. All right, make sure you do that for me. Like, share, and subscribe, dog. No matter where you're at, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Even if you are watching on IG, go ahead and share that live feed with the people. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that. That shit like way behind. I'm looking at the stream like it's so far behind. That shit crazy. Anyway. About ready to get into this thing?
Yeah.
Might as well.
What's up, my car?
Yeah. Was there when I got here. Might be sleep. Right. Who knows?
Making an omelet or something?
That should be good right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Dog ass omelet. Some chicken in that bitch.
No, just the omelet, man.
Gotta have the chicken in the omelet.
No, man. Just the omelet. It's just the vegetables and cheese.
Vegetables and cheese? That's whack.
All right. That's good.
That shit garbage as hell, dog. Anyway, let's get to the shit, dog.
How you know?
Cause you got to have some motherfucking meats in that bitch.
You don't have to. You just want it in there.
You supposed to.
No, you don't.
Whatever, dog. All right, let's get to it, dog. If you're now listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Pandora, make sure you click that subscribe button so you get notified every time we upload audio content. Today's show is brought to you by Pardon My Eastside. PardonMyEastside.com. Use the promo code eblockradio and get 25% off. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's get to the shits. Yo, you know what it is, man. The livest cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Got my man Angry Man in the building.
Arguing about meat and an omelet or not.
Got my nigga Monk Money somewhere taking a nap or some shit. And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Motherfucking red zone, dog. Yo, so it's Wednesday, motherfucking hump day and shit, dog. Shout out to my niggas Huey and DJ Cuts on the ones and twos, dog. Pull up on my guys. Down at Floods Bar and Grill tonight for All Industry Connect. Make sure you do that, man. Floods Bar and Grill, the world famous Floods Bar and Grill, dog. That motherfucker that should be turned up, nigga. I'm too old for that shit now. That shit be turned up, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That's what they say.
That should be fire on Wednesdays. Hey, so look, I'm gonna ask you about what you had going on the last couple of days, but it was something I want to talk about first. I stumbled across this shit on Facebook where it lists the top 25 players that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, dog. Dog, when I looked at this list, some of the names on this motherfucker, dog, nigga, they had LT on the list. All right, now see, this the thing though. They talking about all the shit that he did off the field. That shit don't count. Like, you in the Hall of Fame for the shit you did on the field.
Right.
So this is definitely a white people list, though, right?
Yeah, you know it was.
Yeah, but you be amazed who was on there, dog. LT was on that bitch. Nigga, Troy Aikman was on that bitch. Like, he shouldn't be in there.
What?
Bettis was on there. He shouldn't be in there. The only one that I thought, nigga, they even had Michael Irvin on there.
Yeah, those are white people list.
Yeah, that's the white people list, bro. I was like, I couldn't believe that shit, dog. My nigga Bo checking in, Corporate Cody checking in. What up, though?
What up, fellas?
No, yeah, Corporate Cody said it does now that they put in character rules. Like, but it wasn't no character rules before. So, like, what we gonna do?
Right.
What we gonna do? They even said that Joe Namath shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
You know, Joe had the hose.
I looked at that shit. I'm like, that list was crazy. I think the biggest one that I think I had a problem with was Lawrence Taylor, though. Like, yeah, I mean, he had some off the field issues, but it's fucking LT, nigga. He revolutionized the linebacker position, nigga.
Yeah.
How can you not go to the fucking Hall of Fame? That shit goofy.
You know, man.
Yeah, that shit goofy as fuck.
You know why?
My nigga Dub checking in. What up, Dub?
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
You know why. That hall looking kind of black.
I mean, it was a lot of white people on there too that I was surprised that was on there. Like I was really surprised about Troy Aikman though. Like
but like I said, that hall is looking kind of black.
looking too dark skinned in that bitch.
Yeah.
And you know, damn, who was damn, I'm trying to remember who was number one. I think, oh shit, you know who number one was?
What?
Fucking OJ. You know they say OJ is supposed to be in the Hall of Fame.
Get him out of here.
Duh, they fucking with OJ. OJ, I don't know, nigga.
He did it to himself, man.
Right, but that ain't got shit to do with what he did on the field, though. Like, it's got to be some difference. Now, one that was on there, which has been debated, is Terrell Owens and shit.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know for real, cause he good, but then like, I don't know.
He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Is he though?
Yeah.
I guess.
He just didn't win the big one. That's all.
Yeah. I guess.
That's no different than Chris Carter.
Yeah, Chris Carter was on the list too.
Yeah.
As a nigga that shouldn't have been in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I guess. You know what else I was watching, dog? My bad. We just talking now.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching for motherfucking Coach Prime, dog, on Amazon Prime. So this is his first couple of seasons at Jackson State, and I don't fault that nigga for leaving, going to Colorado and shit. But looking at that documentary, I understand why them niggas mad though. This wasn't just a Jackson State thing. This was a Jackson, Mississippi thing. Like this is like he was a part of that community. So I see why they salty. They shouldn't be mad, but I see why they why their feelings was hurt when he left. Cause like he really was a part of that community though. So I think they expected more out of him than I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say than they should have. I'm gonna say they expected more out of him than they should have. I mean, but you're talking about a place where he was there when they had the Jackson, water crisis. He had to pay for these kids to be in a hotel and shit. Like the whole time they practice and shit because there wasn't no water on campus. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no water in Jackson. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and then they gave away water to senior citizen homes and motherfuckers who couldn't get out to go get water and shit. Like he was really a part of their community. So I understand why they salty. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
looking at it from that angle.
My thing is, he got you out of the hole. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, if you just keep on appreciating it, who's to say if you get back in the hole again, he won't come back and still help out?
Yeah.
But, if you keep stabbing the man in the back while he's gone, I'm not going to come back down there and do nothing.
And I think he did what he was supposed to do. He changed the culture.
Yeah, he can. I mean,
when you change the culture, you should be able to fend for yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point,
like I said, even if it get that bad again, I'm sure he's still going to reach out to Jackson.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they are connected at this point.
Right.
Or at least they should be, depending on how he feeling now, because how they is acting.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I tell a lot of my family members, I can love you from over there.
Right, for sure.
I don't have to be in your face to show you appreciation. For sure. I don't have to be in your face to, to help you when you need help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to move as I got to move.
Yeah,
but if you need me, I'm right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And them kids, like, this is just crazy, though, because, right, I'm watching this shit, and it's the kids, bro. It's like the kids that ended up at Jackson State, bro. It's just like they had so many challenges, dog. Like, I know, like, we know niggas that play football and shit. A lot of niggas come from fucked up backgrounds and shit. Like, this was they only way out. This is their only way not to be in the gang, not to sell drugs, not to die, not to end up in penitentiary. But, like, some of these kids was just fucked up, like mentally and everything. Like it was, these coaches had to do a lot for these kids. Like I don't think people understand the value of a coach though when it come to, you know, football and where some of these motherfuckers come from. Mm-hmm. Like I'm just looking at you know, Coach Prime and shit. I'm just like, they put a lot of work in on these kids. And a lot of these kids was good. Like a lot of these kids was, you know, obviously they top tier athletes because he was recruiting heavy. Mm-hmm. But like a lot of them motherfuckers wasn't right upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have the mental capacity, and he really was molding these kids. So again, I don't fault him for going to, you know, Colorado. I hate bringing this up again because it's some old news. I just happened to watch the documentary, but it's like I do see why they was kind of salty because like when somebody doing your community such a great service, it's like you hate to see him leave. That's all. You just hate to see him leave.
I would hate to see him leave, but I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, you know right. You can't be mad.
No, I would understand. I would, you know, like you said, I would love him to stay, but I would understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, Jackson, y'all not looking at it the right way.
Yeah.
Because like now, I would look at it as a parent. Like, okay, my son did have a chance to go play for Coach Prime.
Right.
You know, now you may have kids in Jackson or in, you know, the Mississippi area that he was going to recruit that could go see Colorado that probably never would have seen outside of Jackson.
Exactly. I ain't even gonna say outside of Mississippi, right? Outside of Jackson, right?
You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it that way. You know what I mean? Because he already know what the talent that's there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, just because he was there don't mean you was gonna get recruited there anyway.
Yeah, facts. That's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, if you were, you know, if you was on his list, on his eyeball list, I'm sure you're not off of it.
Yeah, right. No matter where you at, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could probably bring. Look. I think a couple kids transferred, didn't they?
Yeah.
From Jackson.
For sure.
That probably would have never seen Colorado.
No, not for what? Yeah, for what? They never would have.
Probably would have never seen a facility
like Colorado.
Like the one they about to go see now.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got to look at it. Okay, now I can bring kids that ain't never been nowhere somewhere. You got to always keep thinking positive, man. Don't think of it as a negative.
Yeah.
You know
and I'm glad I watched the motherfucking. I'm only 2 episodes in. I'm glad I started watching that shit though because I think a lot of times you just kind of you have to see what's going on before you start making judgment calls and shit. Yeah, making assumptions.
I'm gonna go even further and say you got coaches now that's in the big league that to them this is the big league.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is big time football in them.
Yeah, I mean this him being like. He got them players and them coaches together, dog. A lot of them coaches have head coach aspirations that they never had before he got there. And now not only do they got the aspirations, but they got the motherfucking they got the skill to do this shit now though. You know what I'm saying?
What's that safety? I can't think of his name.
Ed Reed.
Yeah, you know, he the head coach there with Bethune-Cookman.
Somewhere down there. D Guns checking in. What up, though? He said something about Ed Reed. That's why it made me think about it. He said, "Do you think Ed Reed's comments about the HBCU he is at vindicates Prime?" What did he say? Like I
didn't catch what he said.
Yeah, D Guns, tell me what he has said exactly. So I want to see. But yeah, I think that
and see now look at I'm starting to see this. It's gonna be a trend now because now you're gonna have all these great NFL players going back to the HBC. Now he started something. And that's all, and that's good. That's
now you
good.
can keep it the fuck moving. Yeah,
you know
keep it moving. Right, for
you
sure.
know, now you're gonna have some of these great NFL players that graduated that had great NFL careers. Yeah. They're gonna be like, damn, look what Deion did.
Yeah,
so fuck it, I can do it. I ain't doing nothing else right now.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you might look up and have about 6 or 7 coaches in the HBCU that played in the NFL.
For sure. And this kind of a. We ain't even start how we normally start, but this is kind of a perfect segue into what we talking about today and shit, dog. Right? Because coaches. Male influences, period. Like all that shit is just so important, especially when it comes to our black families. Like because there's a lot of absent fathers. I think that this day and age, I think we are doing a slightly better job at being fathers, of being present fathers. You know what I'm saying? But this the question, right? And I know a lot of women gonna be mad about this, right? It's just a question, just a theory, right? So right now, you know, the black community, D Guns, we was talking about this last night. talking about this high ass percentage. I won't quote the percentage that he said, but the high percentage of black male incarceration and actual committing of crimes, right? Like it's a high ass percentage, right? Mm-hmm. And then you couple that with what up, though?
What's up, guys?
Then you couple that with the amount of single parent households led by women, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of those. It's like 60 or 70%, right? So with that being said, the statistics also show that kids with fathers in their lives tend to do better, right? So that's statistically proven. Mm-hmm. So my question is, could the black household, if you're not gonna be married, you know what I'm saying? This is the outside of being married. Could the black household benefit from more single father led households, like more fathers getting custody of their kids? Could that be a thing that could help change the trajectory of the black family?
Nah.
You don't think so?
I don't.
No?
Nah.
Just so looking at that though, just looking at the numbers, saying how right now, oh my bad. Now what was you about to say?
First of all, it takes two.
That's
it definitely take two. It take two.
It's gonna cripple the kid no matter what. If it's just one parent, automatically it's a cripple. You know what I'm saying?
You are right. I agree. But right now they're led by single mothers. If they were led by single fathers, do you think the outcome would be different?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I mean, because we got to, choose our words wisely. We quick to say, is it in the house or in their life? Yeah. Because that makes a huge difference. You know what I mean? Because, I come from a single home, and it was me and my pops. Yeah. In the beginning, it was me and my mother. Right. Until I was about, 10, something like that. Then it was me and my old man. Right. But my mother was still there. Right. She was still active in my life. Yeah. So, it wasn't like, she wasn't around or she wasn't there. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? So I think that makes a huge difference, too. I mean, I think the number of change, and I'm about to get on your shit. Women, you probably going to get mad at me. Mm-hmm. I'm normally on y'all side, but I got to say it. Yeah. I sound extra muffled this morning. But
you don't sound nothing, nigga. Talk up.
I am. I'm trying to talk loud. But
right. Let me see what I can do to fix that shit. Nothing.
I sound extra. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Something like that.
It's better now?
Yeah, a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. What was I gonna say?
You said something about women. They gonna like this shit.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna like it. But I think the number change if you just let the relationship go and let a father be a father, even though he's not with you. Yeah. I think that
he called me Lamont, motherfucker. Shout out to D. Will in the comments.
Good day to you too, D. Will.
Top of the morning, buddy.
But I think that number change because a lot of fathers are not around because of that. Because of salty baby mamas.
True.
A lot of mamas won't allow their father to be a father. They just want him to be an ATM or a paycheck, right. And then turn around and say he ain't shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to cut into that percentage of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If a lot of mamas understand, look, hey, you a good mother, the relationship just didn't work. Yeah. If a lot of them phantom that,
yeah, I mean
that number may change.
Just like with dudes, a lot of dudes just don't make good partners and shit. They good fathers though.
But they don't want to take examples from our mothers. Yeah. How many? Let's go back to our mothers, and that's probably where you got a lot more single mothers back then than you do now. Mm-hmm. But hell, I'm gonna call you daddy. You know what I'm saying? They never deprived us. They never deprived us of going to see our daddy. Even if they had to stand at the door and watch you walk to the car and they slammed the door.
Now, D. Guns say that kids do just as well with a father only as they do with both parents.
Well, see,
I can see that.
This is what I was gonna say. And it's probably not gonna be popular with the women either. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He-Man hater club.
No, it ain't gonna be no He-Man hater club. But my thing is, with dudes, we build more structure. Mm-hmm. Like we're more structured. Yeah. Like it's like when women talk to a kid that's doing something like, "Hey, sit down." No. As soon as they hear, "Hey," they straighten up like a motherfucker. It's like something. It's just like something in our voice.
Yeah.
Will have them straighten up faster than when a woman will.
Yeah.
So if I feel like my man said, if the daddy is in there and he's doing what he's supposed to do, I think he will do better than a female just because of the structure of the voice, the man figure, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards.
That's what he said, exactly. Structure.
Yeah. You know, we have more structure, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that mama let them get away with.
Yeah.
Dad ain't letting you get away with a lot of shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then mama let it build so much when they ain't both together. Then she tell dad, then that's when they dad get in effect.
Yeah.
But if we take the mother out, the dad is already in effect. I just think there would be more structure than there would be with a single mother. You know what I mean? Because if you there and you about your shit and you on your shit as a parent, then ain't no way in the hell, you know what I mean? Like, and then especially with sons look up to their fathers a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And daughters do too.
Even though mama get all the props, cause mama definitely get all the props.
Yeah.
But if the son in there, bro, I mean, if the father's in the life like he's supposed to be and he's doing what he's doing, then there's gonna be a lot more structure than it would be when the female do it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I might be wrong, but that's what I just
might be wrong.
But I'm saying, like, that's what my whole situation on the whole situation is. You know
Son Liberty said, cultural differences amaze me. My dad was a pushover, but my mom was a disciplinarian. That happens too, though, right? And I think that I want to go back to what you said about that part about the man being the destruction, more of a disciplinarian, I guess we'd say. I think that a lot of women have adopted that role now because obviously they put in a position where I guess you would say they have to be. But again, just going back to those numbers about how, like, our population in prison, I mean, aside from, the people who shouldn't be and the judicial system, is a lot of us disproportionately not only in jail, but actually committing crimes. Like, we know niggas who commit crimes, like, you know what I'm saying? And they are coming from a 60 to 70% of, female-led households. So, like, with that number, I mean, I'm just saying, at some point, it could be an idea that possibly a male-led household with, I mean, not saying without the mom, but like the kids, majority spent with the father, could possibly change the numbers. I mean, because since they say that, since they say, the statistics say that the daughter or the son with the active father, traditionally does better, avoids jail more often, gets more educated and all that shit. So I would just figure that, some of these cases where the kids are awarded, I hate to use that word, or the custody is given to the mothers, in some of these cases, maybe the father should be getting custody. And maybe these numbers might change.
But, I mean, you can say maybe all that shit, but you can't. A woman scored is a motherfucker, dog. So she probably don't even want the little motherfucker. Yeah. But just to piss you off, you can't do nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I mean? That's the reason why you there, and that's the reason that you're gonna be around. So hell no, I'm taking them. You can't see them.
He said you can't see them.
I heard,
not only am I taking them, but you can't see them either.
And a question I heard yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He said, why does when a woman can't take care of her kids, she gets assistant with welfare and all this and this and this.
Oh, this is definitely a question.
Why when a man can't take care of his kids, we go to jail?
Right.
Like,
you're right. No, you're right.
Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying?
Legitimate question.
Like, how does that work? Like, she can't handle it, can't do it, so we gonna assist her.
Yeah.
But if the motherfucking father is around and he can't do it, we gonna take his ass to jail. Like, I don't understand how that shit works.
That's how it works, though.
That's a definite question.
It's a real question.
Like, I don't understand that shit. That shit baffled me. When he said that shit, I'm like, God damn.
There's some truth to that shit.
There's some damn truth to that shit because motherfuckers, they try out their way, to take care of their kids, and pay child support and do that shit just because this bitch is a bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard, bro. And it's like they put more pressure on the male. And I know it's set up for us. Like it just guaranteed. I know you and your statistics probably say a black man is the first nigga to leave his fucking family before a white fucker. And
then you know the rationale or the ideology behind that though is going back to what you said about the assistance, about that assistance being available and kind of excluding the black male. So that kind of put a financially strapped situation, make you want to be like, all right, well, let me not have this nigga so I can get this assistance. You know, it kind of puts you in that, in that frame of mind and shit, which is what happens often, and that's kind of what, broke up the black family in the first place. But like, it's kind of a double-edged sword because like, obviously, some of these single parent homes need the assistance. Some of these single parent homes divided because they wanted the assistance. So it's like it's tough. What I do know is that we got to do something different because what we doing right now with the majority, because at this moment, and this is fucked up because I don't think it should be this way, and I don't want to sound sexist when I say it, but like. Our community is a matriarch. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be. It should be a patriarch, though. It should be male led. It should be, but it's not.
No,
we got Big Mama. We ain't got Granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I hate saying like it shouldn't be because it's like there's so many strong women in my family, and your family, and yours, and it's like, but. It just shouldn't be like
it shouldn't be
right. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but that's just the way the fucking shit set up. Yeah. I saw another little clip. I don't know why this shit been popping up in my shit, but I just saw another little clip.
We was gonna talk about it today.
So I saw another little clip. My man was sitting there. He was like, "Man, I bought my son all his football equipment. I've been to every game. I've did all this, and and." He at the end of the game, he gave us props all to his mama.
That's gonna happen.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. So it's already set up.
It's already ingrained.
It's already ingrained. We already not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not. It's like we already set to think like that.
We programmed.
We already programmed to think like that.
That wouldn't bother me at all.
No,
it wouldn't. It wouldn't. But it's a statement that.
It's facts to it.
It states facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does all this shit, go to work, to pay for this shit.
Just like Chris Rock said, all I get is the big piece of chicken.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. You know what? Because,
no accolades at all.
It wouldn't bother me.
And maybe you just don't get props for being a good man. You just don't, and that should be fine, I guess.
You know what? It wouldn't bother me. And the reason why it wouldn't bother me is because I'm not doing it, to get your personal trophy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? My pride to come in, you doing the right thing and you standing up there. Obviously if you congratulating your mother, you just did something well.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody know who the fuck his father is.
Yeah.
Like you said, Monk, everybody know I bought the equipment.
Yeah.
Everybody know I'm at every goddamn game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I mean, I would prefer it like that, man. Say something about your mama.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, your mama, like you just said, Monk, your mama ain't at the practices.
Yeah.
She at home making sure your ass got something to eat. Your mama at home washing that nasty ass uniform.
Yeah. And your mama need that. Your mama need that because she's an emotional creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she needs that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? She may show up to a game or two, you know what I mean? Like versus us, we gonna be at all them motherfuckers.
Every single one.
You know what I mean?
I'm at practices.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Practices.
So shout out, and then like I said, when y'all come home from practice, mama already got it, the meatloaf done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Mama Meatloaf.
So you got to give her props too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Everybody physically see dad around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't see mom around. So yeah, you got to give your shout out to moms.
For sure.
Shout out to Bo, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, my G.
I was just about to say, he said the twice baked potatoes. Shit, them motherfuckers must be good. Nation checking in. What up, though, Nation? She said, great topic, fellas. I believe to some extent, but not all examples of fathers are good ones. That's for sure.
For sure, 100%.
Just like all examples of mamas ain't good ones.
Hell no.
I agree.
Hell no. I totally agree.
I think the presence of good men setting good examples can change the narrative of black families.
For sure.
Definitely. Both saying women manage the family day to day, men lead, oftentimes with no credit. That's for sure.
For sure.
D. Will said, I missed the one track meet, and then stepdad got a Facebook post from moms about how good he is because he never misses anything. Dog, that's funny. That's funny, dog.
That was just a chance to bash your ass.
That was a chance. I'll give you that, my dog. He been wanting to say that for a long time.
Yeah, that was just a chance to bash your ass. Like, fuck, he missed this game. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Did he watch the meet or he was looking for your ass?
Right. Lacey said men definitely have a stronger influence in the home. They set the foundation, but they must set a good example.
For sure, 100%. Like your whole purpose is to set an example. You know what I'm saying? Like your whole purpose is to provide, protect. You know what I'm saying? And with those examples right there set, they already set and go. That's what we do.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like other shit, you know what I mean? Like there was that little quote say, you don't get no props for being a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and you don't. You don't. No, you know, it's like something we supposed to do.
Once you decide to have that child, then this is what it is. Like, yeah, you don't get no accolades for being. No,
you don't get no accolades.
You're doing what you're supposed to do, as Angry Man always say. Yeah. You don't get no reward for doing what you're supposed to do, right?
You don't supposed to.
So this is the thing too, dog. Cause I gotta say it because we talking about it, right? This is all I need. Is a little bit of acknowledgement or a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for when accountability. A little bit of accountability, right? When you're looking at the numbers, I'm just saying.
Here you go, female bashing.
I'm not female bashing. I'm just saying. A little bit of accountability, right? You're looking at the numbers. You see that test scores are failing. Niggas going to jail. Niggas committing crimes. And a high percentage is coming from single mother homes, right? Now, granted, these mothers are single for whatever reasons, right? Maybe the dude left. Maybe he dead. Maybe she won't let the nigga be in the kid's life. Whatever, right? But that fact remains, right? So looking at those numbers, is it safe to say that some of these women just have to admit that they fucking failed? That's all I'm saying. Like a lot of women just. No, that's not bashing.
What is it called?
But at some point, you have to understand that if I led this household and niggas start going astray and everything fucked up, you have to be accountable for some of that. No, you are the parent. So at some point, some of these women have to admit that they fucked up. We have to admit when we fucked up, and we do, and that's how you get better. You admit that you fucked up and you fix it.
Let me piggyback off what Monk said earlier. It flat out just takes two.
This nigga said vasectomies matter.
Yeah, you're right about that. But it flat out just takes two. Because
it does.
Just because I got lucky and was with my old man and I didn't, go down the wrong avenue. Probably because I knew he would put a bullet in the back of my head.
God damn.
And we all know if you know my dad, you know my dad.
Yeah,
but
almost got shot.
He almost put a bullet in everybody.
And everybody, yeah, right. That's the fucked up thing.
But you got to think.
Shot everybody.
And I think Monk will feel me on this one. You got to feel me on this. A lot of these kids in these single mother homes go astray because kids are kids. They got their environment, and it's just not another parent in the motherfucker. It's not because she's failing. She has to lead a home at some point to provide. She ain't gonna be able versus a 2-parent home. And Monk, you feel me? We can play tag team in the driveway. I'll get off work, you leave, and bam, no, nigga, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Where the fuck you going? Versus a single mother that's really a strong woman doing what she got to do. It ain't nobody there to sit and say, I got you when she doing her 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So, and then and let's think about it. Yeah, she could be hard, she could be tough, but we knucklehead kids. We gonna go outside when we was told not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go. Mama say, I'm going to work. Don't you carry your ass around the corner. We going around the corner.
Or I go to work, then you can't get wet. Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean she failed. You know what I mean? It's just like he said, it takes two.
It definitely takes two. But my thing is though, like women. I know there's some very strong women out here that did it on their own, and your kid is everything that you wanted him to be. You know, man, and kudos to you. But we also have those ratchet motherfucking parents that also condones bullshit. Like I saw some shit where Blueface told his son he'd give him a piece of candy if he cuss.
What?
Yes, bro. Like just ratchet shit, bro.
Ratchet shit. Yeah.
Like that shit is the dumbest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, you know, live your lifestyle was whatever, but he was taught that from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I bet you, I don't even know. But I bet you 100% he came up in a single
100%
single woman household. I promise you.
So what you're doing is agreeing with what I just said.
What you say?
That some of these single mamas.
And this is what I'm saying. Like some of them, like I do agree. Like some of these motherfuckers need to be held accountable for the shit because they know what they doing, but they like spiteful. They just doing it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Something the baby daddy did. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers not like 100% like male. We not perfect at fucking all. No parts. No part of a male is perfect.
Right, for sure.
No part of a male is perfect from the beginning of the Bible, if y'all believe in that, motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are not perfect because we let this motherfucker make us eat this motherfucking apple. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. So we are not the smartest. We might be the strong one. We might be all that shit, but we're not the smartest.
Not the smartest.
So in some situations, I can be a fucking shitty boyfriend or shitty husband to you. But the greatest father in the world.
For sure.
And you gonna get upset about that shit. And you gonna use this pawn. Cause now my kid is a pawn. You gonna use the pawn to fucking break the whole situation up. Just because you don't like what he did to you.
Right.
Like I said all the time, you could be a good parent, just bad in relationships.
Yeah, that's definitely a case.
That's definitely a case. That's definitely a case.
There's a lot of niggas like that. Terrible mates.
Terrible.
Right, but good fathers.
Good fathers.
Yeah,
so let him play his role, because the role he tried to play for you didn't fucking work out, evidently.
Right.
So you gotta let that shit go.
Yeah.
No matter how hard it hurt, no matter how bad it, whatever.
Hey,
like you gotta let that shit go.
How much you love him?
Because it's a kid involved now.
The only time you get his attention from fucking Keisha is when you call him about little Byron. You know what I'm saying?
Byron.
Little Byron fucking up and he that Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
What more can you ask for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's setting an example, even though he's not there. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to set an example, but he can't do it because you always in the motherfucking intercept Deion Sanders and shit. You just in the fucking way, prime time, snatch your shit right out your head. And they can't, and they gonna get a pick six because you can't win.
Because of court.
They winning.
Back on that shit.
They winning.
Damn.
So you know what I mean? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just gotta stay focused, man. Like at some point, as black male, we dropped the ball a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I feel like there's more fathers around in the kid's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they more are stepping up. Like, right now, I don't know any deadbeats, and I know a nigga got like 13.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. E Lincoln checking in on IG. What up, though? Don't forget, if you're on IG, you can go to eblockradio.com, check out the full view. But yeah, I think that's the thing too. Why I say shit like this, because perhaps my scope of things is a little bit different. Like, I don't know niggas who don't fuck with their kids. So like, for me, when I say, you know, maybe some of these households be better off led by, you know, the single father, I'm saying that because the single dads I know is real fucking daddies. So like, I'm saying that because of that. Now, people coming from a different situation where they know a lot of deadbeat dads and shit, they probably looking at it like, hell no, that shit ain't gonna work like that.
No.
So I recognize that too. I'm looking at it from a standpoint where, I guess, luckily, I know quite a few stand-up niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know no deadbeat dads.
I don't know not one.
Exactly. So most of the daddies I know, it's like, if I can say it, I guess it's kind of overly active, like, with their kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
no such thing, but yeah,
ain't no such thing. But you know what I mean. Like they really own their shit. So it's like, yeah, some of them like got custody of their kids and shit. Like, it's just like real father shit. So when I see that, then I look at shit like, you know, possibly maybe we should Tell some of these mamas they gotta get these kids up, because you're not doing a good job.
No,
like,
but what the way the court set up, no matter what job you doing, you gonna get the shitty end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
shit.
You gonna get the shitty end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Just because the way the law set up and shit. You know what I'm saying? It set up to fill jails up. You know what I mean? Like, and we are filling them bitches up. We filling them bitches up.
We hitting that quota.
We hitting that quota. That motherfucker for sure. If we ain't did one thing to come together to do, we come together in that motherfucker.
No, you done it.
We come together in that motherfucker for sure.
Come together for jail, though.
For sure. That's the only time niggas come together and shit. Then they turn Muslims and they want to change their life. And I understand all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, as a black male, we fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's time. Sure. And it's time to redeem that shit. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these motherfuckers ain't too busy worrying about ops. I hate that word ops. You know what I'm saying? I love rap, but I hate the word ops. And it's in every fucking rap, bro.
I hate ops, though.
I hate ops. Yeah. Because what's the purpose of having a fucking op? Like, why you want those?
Right.
Like, why do you want ops? I don't want no ops.
Right.
I don't fuck a op.
I want to move freely.
I want to move freely. I don't want to have to worry about motherfucking.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Letting this bitch go off if I want a fucking juicy juice from the goddamn store.
Okay, just some everyday shit.
What's an op?
Opposition.
No, okay. Yeah,
basically, a threat. A threat.
Yeah.
An enemy.
An enemy.
Well, they want those?
Niggas,
just like niggas want haters.
You can't get in a rap game without having ops. You can't.
You say you can't.
It's impossible. It's impossible to get a double platinum CD or whatever if you ain't talking about some motherfucking ops.
No, that's the truth though. Both said male influence matters. Doesn't have to be a father, even though that's the best case.
Yeah.
Lil AB been excelling since moving in with me. Great grades, ball and job. Oh, this nigga got a job. Oh, good shit, dog.
Yeah, that's good shit.
And he said he's thriving. No, so shout out to Lil AB, dog. It's funny as hell because that's kind of an inside joke and shit. AB not really his name and shit. I'm not gonna put dog on blast about how he got that nickname though. Funniest shit ever, dog. Funniest shit ever. I'll tell y'all niggas off camera and shit though. Shout out to Lil AB, dog. Sharon G checking in on IG. What up, though? Don't forget, if you're on IG right now, you can go to www.eblockradio.com and you can see the full studio view.
Yeah, and subscribe too, man. Do that, please.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Son of Liberty, that is my nigga Dub and shit. Used to play tailback for Adrian College. Yes, that is my nigga Dub in the building, man. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, it is Wednesday too, so don't forget you need to slide down to Floods Bar and Grill this evening for the All Industry Connect. Starts at 6 p.m. goes all the way to 2 a.m. Shout out to my man DJ Cuts on the ones and twos, dog. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I don't know if how much it would change, but it's just like at this point the female led household it's not doing great. I mean, we need to start picking better.
All of them.
No, not all of them. But I'm just on average, right?
I'm gonna say single households are not doing great. I'm not just gonna say female single households are not doing.
Well, I mean
great.
that's the only number that we got to go off of because
there's no such thing.
Niggas don't get their kids.
They do.
Yeah.
But they make it like there's no such thing.
Yeah. But I guess the main goal is to start procreating with motherfuckers that you want to be with, though, so you can have a full family. Yeah. So you don't even have to figure out which single situation gonna be better. My nigga Fat Cat checking in. What up, though? He said the black family needs both components: one to raise them to be a productive man or woman, and the other to show the example of what to look for in a mate. Yes. Yeah, I mean you need all of that shit.
They need to see all that, and that's why I said. That's why I said you crippling them at the beginning automatically, just because it's one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like either it's the female or the male, you crippling them automatically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you need, like he said, both of those components.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a man, you show him strength. You know what I'm saying? You show them strength and how to provide and how to protect and all that shit. She show them sensitivity to how to work with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all teachings coming from both ends.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? So if these vindictive women take that shit out of them, we get little Ray that's on the motherfucking corner.
Little Ray.
On the corner waiting for you to come out the liquor store and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, finna rob your black ass. You know what I'm talking about? So,
Yeah, because they out here.
Cause they out here. You know what I mean? They out here.
unfortunately.
You know what I mean? Like, cause these motherfuckers, like, they think that shit cute when their kids do some cussing and all that dumb ass shit. They
Yeah.
think that shit cute. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't cute. You know what I mean? Like, it
Right.
ain't. You know what I mean? Like, 5-year-old, you want to make a 5-year-old cuss?
Right.
And
Yeah.
5-year-old got more sense than you and say, no, I'm going to get in trouble?
You got more sense than you. Right. Look at your face.
That's
Nah,
because
real
it's
shit,
pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real
like,
shit,
like, nigga, how the fuck you? The 5-year-old got more sense than you.
Yeah.
He don't want to say it.
Right. Because you know better. Like you should know
Like,
better.
you should know better.
But you don't.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is you just need both of
the
them.
bottom line is that
Yeah.
point right there. And then another bottom line is, you single mothers, man, that's out here doing it on your own, man, and y'all did that shit, and y'all, big ups to y'all. I give y'all all the fucking kudos in the fucking world.
Yeah.
But they needed a male figure.
Yeah, for sure.
Some kind of male
Somewhere.
figure. Like Bo said, it ain't got to be a fucking
A
father.
coach, an uncle,
Or
or
something.
fucking shit, a
Something.
brother. Right.
Because you take-
nigga in the neighborhood. Like I always give a shout out to Coke, man, for real, because like he was one of them niggas in the neighborhood, like a big brother for real and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you need those. Like that's what we was calling the OGs for real. I don't know what niggas OGs is now. They got niggas out here doing goofy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just what was I about to say? Oh, I was about to read this comment. 40-year-old freshman checking in. What up, though, Jay? He said, I think if our pops weren't in the home, no telling how my life would be. Said I'm from Wilford. Dog, that's another thing, though, right? I don't ever, and I say this a lot, I don't ever take my position for granted because, like, you know, all of us sitting down here, like, we're privileged to a degree because we have active fathers, like fathers who are in the household. And, like, that's a privilege. Like, it's so many niggas I know that ain't got daddies.
Yeah.
I mean, not only do
It's the red zone for a reason.
for sure, like, so not only is the father not present, they don't even know who that nigga is. Like, I got niggas that don't know who their daddy is. Like I am privileged, and I admit that. And there is a fucking difference. It is a difference. How niggas act who ain't got no daddy.
Because
nigga.
if I didn't have
It's a
that,
difference.
if I didn't have to fear that nigga coming home and whooping my ass, nigga, I know I'll be a wild boy right now. I know I probably want to be on this show talking to y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, the crew I hung out with in the red zone, they was some motherfuckers. And
right.
I was still scared.
Because you had to come home.
I gotta go home, cuz. It may be a different situation in your crib,
Yeah.
but nigga, if I get home and that nigga beat me home,
Yeah.
Nigga,
It's gonna be hell to play.
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Right.
So from that fear,
Right.
it stopped me from doing a lot of shit.
That's
For sure.
That's the part a lot of people didn't understand about myself coming.
Yeah.
Out. Like P, you ain't rolling, nigga. No.
No.
Like, no. My consequences at home is way worse than these out here, nigga. For sure.
If you ain't never got hit with no stitching cord, nigga, that shit hurt.
With the fat end.
The fat end, man, that shit hurt, bro.
I ain't never got that, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that shit
Y'all niggas was getting abused.
I was getting abused, nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga,
And it's because I fucked up somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? I think every whooping I got, every ass whooping I got,
Yeah.
90% of the time I deserve it.
Yeah.
I fucking deserve
Nigga,
it.
you say one extension cord, nigga. How about 3 of them bitches?
Wrapped up, nigga, braided.
Stupid.
She made a braid out that motherfucker. Out of
D-
3 fucking extension cords.
D. Will said, I hate to go against the grain, but there are some dads in 2023 that we need to keep away from their kids. Now, Fat Cat said the question is, fellas, what role did our generation play in the demise of the black family?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now-
Nobody said that.
Say it all the
So
time.
now, I also want to read what Son of Liberty said after that. He said, is it the demise of the black family, or has it changed and you're not happy with how the black family has adapted? Now, I think this is
Kind of the same thing.
this is kind of the same thing. So, and I can definitely say that it is the demise of the black family, and I can say that I am not happy with how the black family has adapted. I am not happy because what needs to happen is with the demise of the black family, what needs to happen is a stronger group of fathers. I mean, that's what has to happen.
Not necessarily. Let me say this.
Hold on, cuz.
I joke about it all the time.
We just agree.
But no, I said I want to say something. I said I joke about it all the time. But a lot of this shit, is pretty much our fault. It's not a gender thing.
Yeah.
It's our fault. It's the black community's fault. Period.
Male.
Because we allowed the good, clean white folks to dictate to us how we raise our children.
And as men, we allowed that to happen. As men, we have to take responsibility for that.
Yeah. No, that's
they did. But if we running the shit like we supposed to be running the shit, then it don't matter what they going for because we go dictate how it go down.
You can't say that and then turn around and say, women, the state assist the women. If the women complain, then that's just what it is. We can complain all day. Our complaints don't mean shit. Like you said, if we don't do what we supposed to do, we go to jail. Yeah. They don't do what they supposed to do, they get assistance. Yeah. You know what I mean? We, as a community, now this one you cannot put on the gender. This is a together thing. We allowed them to come in and dictate that.
Because black males, we supposed to be leaders, nigga.
Exactly.
Let me finish.
Supposed to be.
We supposed to be leaders. We've been crying all this time. We ain't got no goddamn where. So where did the ball fall? Into the female hand. That's where the togetherness come in at. Period.
And the ball wouldn't fall in their hand if we was doing what we was supposed to do.
We didn't drop that,
like I said.
If we didn't drop that,
like I said, when we
now obviously there's things that caused that to happen, but still at the end of the day,
it still is us.
It's still us.
Like, I know we're programmed to a fact that
we allowed it. We allowed it.
We was programmed to a fact to allow it, but we allowed that to happen.
No, we
allowed the program to happen, bro, and we fucked up.
We both did, but like in the grand scheme of things, like if you in the house, let's just use a broad example, like you in the house and somebody's trying to break in. You like as the male, like if something happens in that house, theoretically people blame the man because he's supposed to be the one holding it down. This is the same in every situation. As the man, this is supposed to be our community. This is supposed to be our family structure. It's not, and it's kind of our fault. We let that shit go. So now the fate of the family, and I ain't trying to say it like that, but the fate of the family is in the hands of a woman, and that hasn't been going well. It hasn't been going well, dog. I mean, you just look at the numbers. It's not. So we need to get our shit back together. It's not, and that's not because. It's not because it's their fault. It's because we even let that shit happen in the first place.
Let that shit go down.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a crossover when the motherfucker take that bitch, and the woman took that bitch, and they taking that bitch to the whole they shitting out. Yeah. Cause we dropped that bitch, bro. We dropped that bitch somewhere down the line in history, dog. We dropped the fucking ball because we was running this shit.
Yeah.
At some point, nigga. Like, we was running this shit. And now to these days, we don't run shit but our mouths.
Right.
Like, we don't run shit but our mouths. What you gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? And shit it never happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we was talking about last week with the motherfucking, the fucking people that, we said they deserve the 40 acres and a mule that got stolen when slavery where they supposed to.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably would, and they get it. And there's some niggas that's gonna be mad because they got it and they didn't.
Yeah, you already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, Venus say white government changed the black man taking care of their families by introducing drugs like dope into our communities. Black people back in the days took care of their families. A lot of black men had joined Black Panthers. They were taking care of their families. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a thing. 100%. Like I think it was I think there was a different sense of pride back then because we weren't under the illusion that we're under right now, which is the illusion that we're doing so great. Yeah. Like black people got this, black people got that. Ain't no slavery, right? So you think shit is cool. So like it's less of an effort to really, put the family back together. Son Liberty said, "I'm sorry, I'm not black, so my opinion may not be wanted or sought. However, how would fathers fix everything? Have black mothers failed that badly? Some families have fathers, but they may be working, etc." So I'm not gonna keep harping on the part saying that the women failing badly, but at any point, black or white, I think every child benefits from having a father. So I think it's just a lot of missing fathers in the black community. So yeah, I think that the addition of fathers would change these numbers. Like
they ain't missing, they in jail.
Well, missing. You know what I'm saying?
Missing
from their life.
Missing mean you don't know where the fuck they at.
Yeah.
You know that motherfucker.
Dub say, bro, there are way too many factors that played into our issues as a group. The system was designed for us to fail. We played right into it.
Right into it.
Bo said, complex issue, and there is more than one answer. Do what works for your family, for sure. Dre said, I came on late, so Q, did you go to? Oh no, I didn't go. I didn't go to Brandy's funeral yesterday, though. I couldn't. I wanted to go. I didn't want to get on the silent note, but shout out to my man Tap.
Yeah.
Yesterday had to have the funeral for his wife, passed away from cancer. The funeral was yesterday. Like I literally tried. Like I set an outfit out and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was gonna go. So I was like, all right, let me go to the funeral because I was like, I know the repast gonna probably be a lot. You know what I'm saying? So. I did the morning show yesterday out in Southfield, and then I looked at my clothes and I was just like, I can't, like I just can't, dog. Like I think I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I think it is a trigger. This is why I think I need to go to therapy for real. Like it really is a trigger, and I didn't realize it though. You know what I'm saying? Like people dying from cancer is a trigger for me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's, my granddad, you know what I'm saying, my uncle, all died from cancer. Two uncles died from cancer. So it's just like, it's a trigger for me. I didn't realize it. So yesterday when I was trying to go to this funeral, it wasn't just about the funeral and somebody dying. It was about them dying from cancer. And like, that's some shit I really have to work through though. Like that's some crazy shit, right? You just have a epiphany. I just had a therapeutic moment by myself though. Just realizing like, damn. That's what triggered me. That's what made me not want to go. Well, and it's fucked up because you feel like damn, I need to be there and shit. But then it's like
those was traumatizing moments.
Hell, fuck yeah, you feel me?
Like
shit.
All of your people passed from that.
That shit, yeah, for sure.
So I mean, those was traumatizing.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
You know, you get in a situation where you used to motherfucking going to granny house and chilling. And
yes, nigga.
Just knowing that motherfucker took her out, that you have to go.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand the whole thing that you're going through, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's big ups, but you know, at some point in life, you know what I mean, like. And this is my theory, you know what I mean? Like I love all my folks. I love my circle. I love my dogs. I love my family. All. At some point, people have to go. Like we're not gonna be here.
Right. At some point, niggas gotta be out.
Niggas gotta be out. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, the person that was out ain't gonna want me to dwell on that shit.
Yeah. Right.
And hinder my fucking situation.
And that's why in your circle, your family, your circle, whatever, you need to exhaust all of those living opportunities
right now,
so that you don't dwell in that shit, you know, after they pass away. So that's the thing. I think that's where most people grieve the most is when they know that they ain't take the chances they was supposed to. You know, while that person was alive. Trey said, "My man, I ain't mean to change the mood of the show." I was gonna mention that shit anyway, though. What you laughing at, dog? Son of Liberty. He said, "Why are black people so obsessed with death and funerals? I hear it quite a bit in black circles. Like death is almost an event. I mean, it is. It is. I mean, I think we deal with it so much from early on. Yeah, like niggas was dying when we was kids.
I was getting ready to say that.
Who wasn't old motherfuckers?
Yeah, I say most of the time. I hate to say it, when y'all go to y'all circle." Funeral.
Yeah, somebody old ass uncle.
Motherfucker 378 years old.
Right, a fucking vampire and shit.
Versus, you know, we going to funerals, motherfucker 15, 16.
Nigga 15, yeah, for sure.
Nigga I was just playing 21 with yesterday. Now he out of here. You know
exactly. Nah, real shit. Yeah, I think that's the difference.
I gotta go.
Yeah, all right, let's wrap it up. Let's get up out of here now. We didn't turn this motherfucker to the solemn moment and shit. Don't forget, man, today is Wednesday. Don't pull up on my guys down at the Floods Bar and Grill. Shout out to Huey. DJ Cuts on the ones and twos.
Cuts.
Shout out to my man Liquor Guy Dwayne as well and shit. He be down there. So yeah, check them out. All Industry Connect, Floods Bar and Grill, 6 until 2, man. Pull up on my guys. That's it. We'll go around the block one last time before we get up out of here. If you got a last minute comment, keep it to yourself, nigga, because we ain't reading it. Angry Man, what's your final sentiments before we get up out of here?
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know, let's just stop getting caught up in motherfucking numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. Because I believe, yeah, a man can raise a family by himself. I believe a woman can do it. I believe you can do what the fuck you want to do if you stop getting tied up in all these goddamn numbers and letting somebody tell you what the fuck you can and can't do with your goddamn children.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You made them. You fuck their ass up if you have to. Praise them when you have to. Shit, stop. I mean, because that's 90% of it is somebody telling you you can't raise them without no man. And so you tell them that so many times, that's going to be embedded in their fucking head. It ain't no different than you telling a man, you can't raise them kids by yourself.
Right.
Fuck you, I can if I had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's simple.
Yeah.
If I can take care of myself, I can take care of what I produce. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it's no different from a woman doing it because we all know some strong black brothers that came from single women homes. We all seen it happen.
And we ain't gonna agree on that one, but all right.
So you don't know no strong black men that came from a single woman home?
Yeah, I do. I won't let you have it though.
I mean, it's easy to say. We always gonna agree to disagree because you have never been on the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? You have never seen that side of the fence.
That's the good cop out response.
Ain't no cop out response. That's what it is. Have you ever been on that side of the fence?
I haven't.
Okay, so that's just what it is.
I guess
because I feel to believe
this is the same thing go with the kids. You can't say nothing about parenting because you ain't got no kids. Same shit. I get it. This is how niggas avoid the reality of the answers. The reality is the strong niggas that we know that came from single mamas had strong niggas in they motherfucking. You right.
Like I said, if my father wasn't around, I'm willing to bet you everything I own plus half of what you own, my mama could have got the job done. Period. My mother would have got the job done. Period. I've seen her get it done. Period. She kept one and lost one. Wouldn't have been no different. My father was still in that nigga life. So what? How do we explain that one? You know, sometimes reality is what it is. But like I said, a single parent can do what the fuck they want to do. It's too many people telling them what they can't do. They too busy running their house off statistics and numbers instead of reality. And reality is, if this is your child, you can do what the fuck you want to do. Period. Stop letting people tell you, well, the numbers say, well, my numbers say, kiss my motherfucking ass. I can do what the fuck I want to do. If I choose to do it, that's something different. If I choose not to do it, that's something different. You know what I mean? But it can be done. And we need to stop telling our single parents in the black community what they can't do because it's just one of them. You know, that's a deterrent off the back to somebody that may not be as strong-minded as everybody that you know. Instead of beating it out and saying, no, you can't do that shit without a man. No, girl, you got it. How about that?
Oh, I know your final sentiments, nigga.
How about that?
But how about saying that, no, you can't do the shit by yourself, so bitch, you should start doing it with somebody that you go stay with. How about fucking that?
Okay, well, how about...
Like, I'm going to encourage the bitch to keep doing shit by herself instead of encourage her to do it with her motherfucking partner.
Okay, so
why would I encourage that?
Okay, so if she don't have a partner, half of the time she going to spend chasing the partner instead of raising the fucking kid.
No, she can spend most of the time chasing the partner before she had a fucking kid. How about that?
Okay.
Niggas, how about that shit? Is that an amazing thing?
Okay, so
is that an amazing thing to choose who the fuck you have a kid with?
Okay, so
is
now,
that an amazing thing?
Okay, so now life came with a script. We gonna follow the script in this motherfucker? We gonna follow the script out this bitch? How many oops kids we got out here? We gonna follow the script? This is reality, nigga.
You right.
We need to stop telling these motherfuckers what they can't do. That's one of the goddamn problems.
You right, because the one thing my nigga D Gun said this last night, dog, and he absolutely right. The one thing you can't do with niggas is tell them what they can't do, because then they go do it. That's the one thing about niggas, and that don't make it right.
It don't.
That don't make it right.
But like I said,
I am going to tell.
Like I said, I can't.
If I had a daughter,
that shit.
I would tell my daughter, no, you can't do this on your own. So don't do it. Don't do it.
But if the situation is here, we talking about if the situation happened. If the situation happened where she has a kid, I'm not going to tell her she can't fucking do it on her goddamn self.
This nigga Mo talking about, how about fucking that? You said that with full force of a Karen.
like yeah, you always gonna say.
I mean, it's just like niggas going to jail and shit. Like I complain about that shit because of how the system's set up, but in real life, how about you stop doing the crime?
Okay,
this is the same shit.
You're gonna say to your child as they're growing up, yeah, before the situation happens with a child, no, you ain't gonna be able to do that shit by yourself. But you're gonna have to swallow crow when that kid get here and let them know, yes, you can do this shit. I'm not gonna tell her every day while she holding a newborn baby, no, you can't do this shit on your own. You can't do it.
I'm gonna encourage her to do it on her own, cause that makes sense.
What the fuck am I gonna tell her? That she can't do it? Give up? Quit?
To find a healthy relationship where you can
It's
have
too late
a male.
now. The
Healthy
child is
relationship
here.
where you can find a male
child,
figure.
Okay, but Q, you acting like this.
I want you to encourage that instead of encouraging her to do
I
her
said
own fucking.
I said after the fact.
Even after the fact, encourage her to still find a healthy relationship where she can have a positive male figure in this kid's life.
And that will be said, but I'm also not going to say you can't do it on your own. What if you don't find that male figure?
That encouragement never comes. That encouragement never comes.
So if she don't find that male figure,
first thing you tell a woman who has an oops baby is to you got this, girl. You can do it on your own. That's the first thing, and that's what's drilled into it. And obviously that shit ain't fucking working.
I'm not going to tell her she can't do it. What you going to do? What if that perfect man never
I'm going to encourage her to do something else. You can encourage somebody without telling them what they can't do.
But what if that perfect man don't come along, Q? Is what I'm saying.
There's no such thing as a perfect man, but you want to encourage her to include. As opposed to saying you can do this on it.
And I will do that. But I'm also going to tell her you can do it by yourself if you have to.
I just don't want to empower her with that, though.
I'm not empowering her with that. I just said it, and I said it twice. I will encourage her to find a healthy relationship.
Encourage, empower.
But if you can't find that relationship, you got to do this by yourself.
You got to. But you can't tell them that they... I don't know.
You got to do this by yourself. What you gonna do if you don't find that good relationship? Walk around and say, "Well, I spent half my life trying to find somebody. That's why my kids getting half of my attention."
That's when the men in the family and the family friends and shit step in as male mentors, and coaches, and you're absolutely
right. But I'm gonna tell her.
But none of that's gonna happen if you keep telling her she can do it by herself. She won't let the coaches discipline.
Yes, it will.
Mark, you've been a football coach. You see how some of these fucking mamas is.
Yes, it will.
Some of the mamas who've been told you can do this on your own won't even let a coach be the man in their kid's life.
But see, that's you putting everything in the classroom, bro. And reality is reality.
Nigga, I was just talking about you coaching little kids. That ain't school.
You putting
that's real life coaching.
You putting everything in the classroom, bro. Everything is not.
What time is it, cuz? We gotta get
you putting everything in the classroom, and you can't do that with reality, man. Reality is reality. It is what it is.
What's the classroom about that? That's a real life experience. You was a coach. That's not a classroom.
Yeah, I was. And like I said, every mother ain't gonna do shit right, just like every father ain't gonna do shit right. Placenta came out, not an instruction manual.
Keep on encouraging these.
I'm not encouraging them. I'm just saying.
Keep on telling them they can do it on their own. And you can raise a whole fleet of motherfucking niggas and shit by yourself.
But you telling them they can't do it is discouraging them. Yes, trying.
Yes, I'm discouraging them so they don't do the shit.
But we talking about.
Don't go in saying I can raise this baby on my own.
We talking about after the fact. When the baby get here, when the child is born, if the nigga ain't there, baby girl, you might have to do this on your own. You might have to drive this ship. I'm not telling you to go out there and drive it. I'm saying this is what you might have to do. As a parent, this is that tough conversation.
All I'm saying is that women...
You might have to do the shit.
Women put more thought into who they go marry than they do who they go have a baby with.
Like I said, as a parent...
All right.
There it is.
Those tough conversations have to be had.
Final sentiments, dog. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, go ahead with your final sentiments, though.
Those tough conversations might to be had. I'm not encouraging them like you keep harping on, but I'm just giving them the uncomfortable side of life. I'm not telling you to go out there and do it on your own. I'm just saying. So you might have to do this shit yourself.
Okay, this is my final sentiment. I'm gonna shut the fuck. I gotta go too. My thing is, I agree with you, both of you guys, and what y'all saying, okay? 2, I agree with you. Statistics, all that shit, and numbers and shit, that's what we get fucked up at. That's what fucked us up down the line. Listen to those statistics and the problems that we think we have. And I also say to you, reality is right here. You know what I'm saying? We looking at what is going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Him personally saying that women need that encouragement to do it on their own, in some situations, I see that happening. You know what I mean? But in instincts, we don't want to motherfucking give them that crutch off the rip, though. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to give them that fucking crutch off the rip, because once you speak on some shit, and you don't know what this person is capable of from the jump. You don't not in this bird brain, nothing. So you don't know what these people capable of. For 3, dog, people gotta live how they live. Stop fucking worrying about what Karen and fucking and Shanquisha, and worry about what the fuck they doing. Like you said, what Jay said, like you said, bro, like, do what works for you. Like, if it works for you in that situation, that's what we gonna have to make it work. We gotta make it work. So in that situation, if I gotta make this bitch work by myself, I got to. But I don't want to give myself the credit that I'm going into the situation thinking that I gotta do it on my own.
That's all I'm saying.
And I totally understand that. And this is what both of y'all saying. Y'all saying the same shit, but it's in different fucking... Y'all giving the same answer, but in different fucking ways. So, all that shit y'all said, I agree with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do agree with both of y'all, because we let numbers and statistics run that shit. And where they get these fucking numbers from? Because I ain't never had nobody walk up to me and ask me...
I'm with the Sisters Brew.
Yeah, with the Sisters Brew. And I want to know these questions. Sisters Brew... never called my motherfucking ass. And a lot of you niggas ain't got a call from Sisters Brew. So, with that being said, y'all gotta let this fucking shit do what work for y'all. And that's what we drop the ball ever while we watching numbers, we watching about how other people say we should do this, how this happened, this is how we drop the ball as a black male. That's how we drop the ball. Listen to the numbers and the statistics and what's fucking going on. Like, I go by visual. I always say I go by what I see and what goes around me. I know it's a lot of other shit that goes around me that I know nothing about. But I can't concern myself with that. I gotta concern about what I know about. And when that shit come along, learn about it.
I feel you, dog. On that note, dog, I think I've said enough. Cause I think we're all in agreement to a degree, I guess I'll say. It's just that for me, again, I know I ain't got no kids, but I just feel like I know that when a woman has a kid and, like, you know, she got a dude that don't, like, he's not a good father, not a good man or whatever, then she's forced to do things on her own. Like, I understand that, but, like, I do feel like as a culture, I can only speak for, you know, black people because I don't know white people culture, but, like, I do feel like early on we let women know that they can do shit by themselves, and I think that transcends into them being willing to have babies with niggas they know ain't no good, like, because they've already been programmed to know that, you know what, I'm a strong woman, I can do this on my own. And I just don't think that's a good idea to be programmed like that. Like, I think that there should be more emphasis on creating some kind of family that doesn't off rip includes a kid. Like, people act like family just mean kid. Like, family means your husband, your significant other, whatever. That's a family as well. Like, people act like family only mean kids. So it's like when you tell this woman she gonna have a family, like, her family is these motherfucking 15 kids and 17 baby days and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's her family. Like, never being conscious of what a nuclear family looks like. You know, a man, a woman, and a kid maybe, or a dog or some shit, right? Like, this is a nuclear family. So, I don't know. I think there just needs to be more encouragement for, a nuclear family than it is to encouraging women that they can be strong individuals and do things on their own. Because even though they can when they have to, I just don't want to give them that early encouragement that's life. That's all. Anyway, on that note, dog, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, dog.
Just gonna pull the blinders over you, baby. Life is perfect now.
Man, we about this thing, dog. Again, don't forget to pull up on my guys at Floods Bar and Grill, dog.
In life now, baby. Everything is perfect. just read the manual now, baby. Just read the manual and everything gonna go as planned.
We up out of here, dog. Make sure you watch all the replays on eblockradio.com. Please do like, share, and subscribe right this moment, dog. Till the next time, you already know what it is. The Live is Cloud Radio Show. on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio Live on your dial right this moment, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Got my man Angry Man in the building.
We never got around to what we did all day this week. Shout out to my granddaughter Abby that was born yesterday.
For sure.
My baby girl.
No doubt. My nigga Monk Money holding it down.
You can do it, girl. You can do it, girl.
You can do it by yourself.
You can do it, girl.
All by yourself, I encourage you.
If you had to. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him.
And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man.
Rezo.
Peace out, y'all.
Yo.
Damn, Q. Maybe you did that.
Wake your ass up. It's the Wake and Bake Show, live on eblockradio.com.
You ain't never been on E-Block, bitch. You too excited.
For all my niggas made it out the trap. Ain't no going back, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Told my mom we rich forever. Yeah. Made it out the slums, now it's better. Shit, we good. Your son got a little cheddar. Motivate the fellas. Motivate the kids in the ghetto. Way to 50.